Hi, and welcome back to another edition of A Minute in the Clouds with Greg. My name's Greg. In this episode, I'm going to talk about some of the traditional and non-traditional treatment options for ADHD. So this is day 8. We've been breaking down ADHD. So some treatment options for ADHD. Traditional and non-traditional options. So some of your traditional options and non-traditional options, let's break them down. CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. It's a form of therapy that focuses on changing negative thoughts and behaviors, and it's thought to help people with ADHD develop strategies that can manage symptoms and improve overall functioning and well-being. CBT typically involves identifying what negative thought patterns are, challenging them, and replacing them with more positive, realistic thoughts, often referred to as reframing. It also teaches coping skills and problem-solving techniques. How effective is that? Well, research has shown that it can be an effective treatment when used in a combination of CBT and medication. It can help people improve attention, organization, time management skills, and CBT also helps people develop better impulse control and emotional regulation. But it's important to remember that CBT may not be effective for everybody, and individual results may vary, and it's important to find the right therapist. It's recommended to consult with a mental professional to determine if CBT is an appropriate treatment for you. Once again, anything that I say, it's not medical advice. I don't have a medical degree or background. This is just purely informational. And as always, you are advised to seek out professional advice. So the next one, mindfulness meditation. How does that work? Well, in recent years, mindful meditation has gained a lot of popularity as a as a non-traditional treatment for ADHD, and involves training the mind to focus on the present moment and become aware of and accept your thoughts and your feelings without judgment. And it's thought to help people improve attention and reduce impulsive behavior and hyperactivity. By practicing mindful meditation, people can learn to recognize when your mind's wandering off and bring back your attention to the present moment. It's just being aware that something's happening and just saying, yeah, that's happening, and then coming back. Benefits, some of the benefits: improved attention, helps people become more aware, reduced impulse, stress reduction, self-awareness. It can improve executive function skills. It's important to note that mindfulness meditation can be helpful as a supplement to traditional ADHD treatment. It's not a standalone. People with ADHD should still work with a healthcare person. Exercise and physical activity. How does the link between exercise and ADHD work? Well, it's been shown that regular exercise and physical activities can positive impact. It can improve attention, reduce impulsivity, and then enhance executive functioning. And it also increases the production of dopamine, which is a neurotransmitter, and that plays a crucial role in the brain's reward and motivation system. That's the thing that gets going when you are, seeking the next high, gambling stuff. You're getting the dopamine thing. The best types of exercise for ADHD management. Any physical exercise is beneficial, but there's certain types that have been found to work a bit better. Aerobic, martial arts, yoga, and team sports. Balancing exercises is good too, on a medicine ball and stuff like that. And they have a certain board with a curved bottom. I forget what they call them. I'll talk about that another time, where you kind of balance on it, and it affects the part of the brain with the left and right hemisphere crossover. If you incorporate regular exercise into your daily routine, you might notice reduced hyperactivity and overall well-being. And dietary interventions. We are what we eat. Nutrition plays a crucial role, and it's not a primary treatment. There is some promise with dietary things that can alleviate symptoms for some people. Increasing omega-3 fatty acids. Research has suggested that increasing the intake of omega-3 fatty acids. I'm getting my dentures soon, partials. Increasing omega-3 fatty acids, which are an essential polyunsaturated fat, that might offer benefits for people with ADHD. And the health facts, commonly it's found, omega-3 is commonly found in fish oil, like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, as well as walnuts, flaxseed, chia seeds. It's important to get a reliable, good, pure source of those fish oils. If you're going to go for the fish oils, I take flaxseed. And it's believed that omega-3s can help with anti-inflammatory properties and regulate the neurotransmitters to do with inflammation and stuff. Further studies are needed to fully understand the benefits of omega-3 fatty acids, but it might be a good thing to add to, and I do that. Iron-rich foods, there is some suggestions that iron-rich foods can be incredibly beneficial when you've got ADHD. The presence of iron in our diet is essential for the optimum functioning of neurotransmitters and cognitive processes. By incorporating a variety of iron-rich foods into our diet, such as lean meats, beans, spinach, Popeye the Sailor Man, and fortified cereals, we can provide our bodies with a good supply of iron. They not only help maintain the proper iron balance, but they also contribute to neurotransmitter function and cognition, all of which are crucial for ADHD. Food additives, avoiding food additives might be beneficial for people with ADHD. It's been proposed that certain food additives, such as artificial colors and preservatives, they could potentially make the ADHD symptoms worse. So if you can eliminate those food additives from your diet and avoid consuming them, you might notice a difference. Eating less processed foods. The TV dinner was one of the worst inventions, but eating less processed foods can help if you opt for a diet of whole foods and incorporate that. The emphasis being on fresh fruit, vegetables, lean protein, whole grains, healthy fats, and minimize the junk, the processed snacks, the sugary beverages, and the additives we just talked about. Nourishing the body with nutrient-dense foods can stabilize energy levels, enhance focus, and balance mood. And that can help with your ADHD. More research is needed about adopting a whole food diet, but overall it is widely believed to be very beneficial. Protein-rich foods, including a variety of lean meats, poultry, fish, eggs, and legumes in your diet, can be beneficial. The protein-rich foods help stabilize blood sugar levels, and they also provide a steady source of energy throughout the day. And if you incorporate nutrient-rich food into your diet, you can support your optimal brain function and overall well-being. There is a lot of suggestions. Again, this is just for information. Reducing sugar consumption. By reducing sugar consumption, it's been suggested, although further research is needed. We don't fully understand the relationship between sugar and ADHD, but some studies have indicated that the high sugar, it might make symptoms worse. And if you implement changes and lower sugar consumption, you could experience benefits and improve focus and attention and overall cognitive function. It kind of makes sense, right? Grandma, she takes the kid and she cranks it up on, sugar and cake and all that, and then, gives it back to the parents, and they're kind of all wound up now, sugar high. It's important to notice that people's results may vary. Magnesium. There's been some research into magnesium and the suggestion of a connection between a deficiency in magnesium and ADHD symptoms. Consider increasing your magnesium. Again, I'm not suggesting you take a supplement. You shouldn't take any supplements actually without consulting a physician, because some supplements and vitamins, they can have derogatory effects. So it's very important to talk to your doctor before you do any of this. But nevertheless, magnesium-rich foods can increase. Those would be things like your dark chocolate, nuts, seeds, leafy green vegetables, and that might help. Neurofeedback is another treatment option. It's non-traditional, or considered non-traditional. The aim of that is to train people to regulate brainwave activity. Involves putting sensors on the head to monitor brainwave patterns, and it provides real-time, on-the-spot feedback to people through visuals or sounds. The goal is to help you develop ways to self-regulate your attention. Neurofeedback's been studied for its effectiveness in treating ADHD. Some studies have shown promise. Some determine its long-term effects. Not too sure about. I was once shown there's a device. It looks like a headband, and you put it on. It's got some sensors, and there's an app on your phone. And what it is you can select maybe forest sounds, and the forest sounds will be kind of loud. You'll hear all the noises, the birds chirping and crickets and stuff. And the idea is, if you quiet your mind, the volume goes down, and it's kind of real-time feedback. It's pretty neat. Behavioral therapy is another thing. Sometimes considered a non-traditional approach, teaching people new behaviors and skills to improve attention and impulse control. Some common behavior therapy techniques, in the case of children, parental training, for parents to learn strategies and techniques to help help improve ADHD symptoms in their children. Social skills training. We touched on this yesterday. A lot of the time, and being on the spectrum as well, sometimes people with ADHD, we can kind of blurt things out without thinking about it. We're too truthful. And that's where maybe the social skills training will come in, sharing, taking turns, stuff like that. Behavioral modification is a technique that involves setting goals and then a reward for positive behaviors, and consequences are implemented for negative behaviors. And you could do that yourself, couldn't you? You could say, if I'm going to, if I do A, B, and C, I'll do this. And if I don't, I'll take away my phone, or I don't know. CBT, we talked about that. Self-monitoring and organization, learning how to track your own behavior and monitor progress and develop organizational skills. Behavioral therapy can be used as a standalone or in combination with medication. Again, consult a medical professional. Yoga and Tai Chi, non-traditional treatments, but thought to be effective for improving focus and concentration, enhancing self-regulation and impulse control, reducing stress and anxiety levels, and increasing awareness and mindfulness. Involves gentle movements, breathing exercises, and meditation, all of which can help with your symptoms. The practices, they also improve your strength, flexibility, and balance. And again, that balance thing to do with the left-right hemispheres. So if working Tai Chi into your daily routine. Music therapy. Music is a very powerful thing. On a side note, there's a charity, and their goal is to get personal music players, if you will, like iPads. iPods. I know they don't make them now, but the equivalent of it, and a headset for people with dementia in nursing homes. And they found if they play music that person would have listened to growing up, they kind of can come from a catatonic state to, back to the present time. Music's very powerful. I don't know why it's considered non-traditional. It's actually more incorporated now, and it's been shown to be really beneficial. It involves using music to address specific symptoms, and the research that it can help with impulse control, hyperactivity, and your inattention. Some techniques used in music therapy are rhythm-based, interventions, percussion instruments to engage in attention, improve self-regulation. Music improv's another great thing, and encouraging people to express yourself through music, and written word, writing lyrics, listening to classical music. There's been a thing, it's called 432 hertz HZ, and it's considered by some to be the frequency of life at which life resonates at. And classical music resonates at 432 hertz. And they got some plants, and they played music, classical music to one of the plants, rap music to another, hard rock to another, stuff like that. And they found that the one that listened to 432 hertz, it thrived a lot better. So very proven, demonstrated to be very beneficial in studies. Art therapy is a non-traditional treatment. Again, it's becoming more mainstream. It shows a lot of promise. Again, through creative expression, drawing, painting, sculpting, it can really help. Using art therapy to manage your symptoms. And it can be very hands-on and expressive. The therapeutic benefits are developing new coping mechanisms, problem-solving skills, can help with self-esteem. It's a safe space for people to, relax. And that's just one of the non-traditional. And then there's, some other treatments that would be considered alternative treatments. Acupuncture being one of them. Acupuncture is an ancient Chinese practice, and it involves the insertion of needles into specific points throughout the body. And it's believed to rebalance the flow of energy known as Qi in the body. That's QI. And there may be limited scientific evidence at the moment, but some people believe and have reported symptom improvements, such as increasing focus and reducing impulsivity. Homeopathy is another system of medicine that uses highly diluted substances to stimulate the body's natural healing processes. And there's various homeopathic treatments, including individualized remedies based upon specific symptoms. The scientific evidence is not conclusive yet, and more research is needed. And it's advisable to talk to someone that's a medical professional. So just to sum up, my medicine alarm is going off in the background. You probably can't hear it. So there's lots of treatments and alternative treatments available. So just to sum up and conclude, we talked about things like neurofeedback, mindfulness meditation, exercise, omega-3 fatty acids, herbal supplements, and all that good stuff. There'll be an article that goes with this over on the website, gregscloud.com. It should be posted sometime later today. And tomorrow I'm going to do the A through Z of treatments. That'll be rather interesting. I thought it would be kind of interested to say, okay, let's start with the letter A and then go through Z and say, all right, traditional treatments that begin with A and B and C. So that'll be tomorrow, and hopefully we'll see you then. Thanks for watching. As always, take care of your mind. If you found this helpful, please subscribe, leave a comment. I appreciate any feedback. It's not hard producing content when you've got a brain injury, ADHD, and other things going on. Let me know the kind of content that you'd like to see, and I really appreciate you being here. Love you all. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.